What's up everybody, 40 the Broadway Saiyan here, and welcome back again to my YouTube channel. This time we have a video on Marvel Snap. In this video, we're going to be going over some really awesome news that they just released for Marvel Snap. I was alerted to this news by my buddy in Discord, Sherlock, so thank you Sherlock for telling me about this, but pretty much we're going to be going over some upcoming cards and some features that's going to be coming with the update that's going to be rolling out soon for Marvel Snap. There is an official video out as well by the Marvel Snap YouTube channel. I'll be linking that down below in the video description as well as the pinned comments if you guys want to check out that video. But for this one, we're going to be going over what this update is going to be entailing. Now, this is a post from a Marvel Snap Facebook group, kind of giving you guys, a textual feature of like what's going to be happening with this update. So from this update, it says those who are staying in Pool 2, you better grind so at least 1,000 plus from now on. So in the upcoming update, they're going to be introducing something called a token shop, which can be unlocked at collection level 500, and once you're logged in, you're going to get more token points the higher your collection level is. So that's pretty cool, and it looks like this token shop is probably going to allow us to buy, I imagine, cards or some other stuff like that. So be sure to get your collection level higher. Mine is close to 500 because I do play other games on this channel and on my Twitch channel, so I have to balance my time out with those other games that I play along with Marvel Snap. But hopefully I hit collection level 500. There's also going to be getting new Series 4 cards and Series 5 cards. So apparently these are like Pool 3 cards, but with more rarity. Series 4 and Series 5s can also be found in Collector's Reserve boxes, and it says right here that you don't have to collect all the Pool 3 cards to get them. So that's good. So for those of you that are already in Pool 3 and you're still working to get that entire collection, in order to gain access to these, you don't need to have the entire collection from Pool 3. Now, Series 4 cards are rare, and they're apparently 10 times more rare than Pool 3 cards, and then Series 5 cards are ultra rare, which are 10 times more rare than the Series 4 cards, and there's also 10 new Series 4 cards and 6 new Series 5 cards. So be sure to look out for that when you guys are going to be pulling on these Collector's Reserve boxes, especially for those of you that are already in Pool 3. Silver Surfer is going to be released on this too, according to this post, which that's pretty exciting for me because Silver Surfer is one of my favorite Marvel superheroes. Now, here is more of a visual on what's going to be released. So again, they got the details right there for the token shop. At collection level 500 to 999, you get 3,000. From 1,000 to 2,999, you get 6,000. And then 3,000 and up, you get 1,200 tokens. And then the question is, what if I am not at collection level 500? Well, per this post, players under that collection level will be granted the 3,000 when they unlock a token shop at collection level 500. So that's good for those of you that are not quite close to 500 yet, and you're thinking, am I going to miss out on this? Looks like you're not going to miss out on it because that's pretty cool that they're going to be adding this. And then they also said here, we're excited about adding a bunch of brand new cards to the game and can't wait for players to finally be able to pick and choose which cards they want to earn with their collector's tokens. That is amazing because currently right now, you know how it is right now. Like everything is a mystery card. Now we can actually pick and choose which cards that we want. So for example, for those of you that are in Pool 3 and that 3-cost Wong, that really powerful card has been evading you, well guess what? Looks like you can actually pick which one you want as long as you're in Pool 3 or whichever respective pool you are in. So that is amazing that they're going to be introducing this feature. Let's go ahead and take a look at what else is here. So here's some of the visuals for the new cards. We got She-Hulk, who is a 6-cost with 10 power. She costs 1 less for each unspent energy last turn. I'm already thinking some crazy combos can go with this with, like, for example, Sunspot, who benefits with unused energy, and then have, like, a massive play, like, with, what's his name? Infinite. Just imagine what you could do with that, right? Because if you play it properly, She-Hulk will cost 0. And then you drop She-Hulk and Infinite, and, I mean, I don't know what could beat that in terms of raw power. We got Titania here. When any card is played at this location, this card switches sides. It's a 1-cost 5. Looks a little tricky to use because while she is really powerful for a 1-cost, you need to be mindful of if you're going to be keeping her there by herself or maybe strategize in a way where she could be played without having to deal with that negative impact there. But this is Titania right here. Pretty cool. Kind of reminds me of that one card, I can't remember the name, but it's a 1 cost with 7 power, but you can't play anything else there. It reminds me of that because it's a really powerful 1-drop. We got Luke Cage, 2 cost 1 power. He has an ongoing effect. Your cards can't have their power reduced. This is great, especially for those pesky spider woman that just comes out and you're like, oh man, well there goes my power. Then he's also good for those locations such as Jotunheim, where your cards lose 1 power each turn, or there is that one other location where cards have -2 power at this location. So Luke Cage is great for being able to counter those different negative effects. We have Absorbing Man here, 4 cost 3 power. On reveal, if the last card you played has an on reveal ability, this card copies it. That is pretty insane. Like imagine like you play Black Panther and then it copies Black Panther, or if it copies like Odin. Oh man, this is pretty powerful. And his power is not that great, but I mean, he's gonna copy an on reveal ability. That's pretty strong. We got Maria Hill, 2 cost 3 power. Add a random 1 cost card to your hand. Kind of reminds me of Agent 13, except a little bit stronger. We got, Agent Coulson. That's a cool design. On reveal, add a random 4 cost and 5 cost card to your hand. Ooh, so this could be potentially really beneficial. I like this. This is a really good card. I actually think this is really cool. We have the Helicarrier. Wow, they actually made a card of the Helicarrier. 6 cost, 10 power. When you discard this card from your hand, replace it with 3 random cards. So those discard decks where, so you play like Swordmaster, you discard this, and it looks like you benefit from discarding it. You replace it with 3 random cards. There is a little bit of RNG, so you could get 3 really good cards, or an average hand, or an average, pile of 3 cards, or a not so good pile. So a little bit of RNG here with this one, but it looks like it's synergizing with those discard decks. We got M'Baku, 1 cost 2. If this is in your deck at the end of the game, it leaps to a random location. So this could be pretty powerful, especially when you're just trying to make that extra push at a location just to, like, out edge your opponent at a specific location. This could actually be super helpful, if it's in your deck at the end of the game. So really, really cool card right here. Let's see here. We have a Tuma. I've actually never heard of this character, but he is a 4 cost with 10 power. If you have another card here at the end of your turn, destroy this. Ooh, okay, so I'm thinking combos with, like, let's say you play Claw and have him power up the right side, and then you play a Tuma and just leave him there by himself. I think that's one way you could kind of take advantage of that, so then he gets the power up from that location, then he can just stick around there by himself. And I mean, for a 4-drop at 10, pretty good, but it looks like he can't be buddies with anybody at a location. We got Orca, 6 cost 9 power, ongoing. Plus 5 power if this is your only card here. Okay, so similar to Namor, not Aquaman. That's DC. Similar to Namor, could synergize well with Claw, or even like Mr. Fantastic or something like that, where you have something that can like buff the power of a location, or even like cards such as like for example Ironheart could potentially power this up. So super cool card for like one of those like singular cards that you only want one card at a location. Galactus. What's this? 6 cost 3 power. Low power, but on reveal, if this is your only card here, destroy all other locations. This could potentially be massive and could really, really wreck your opponent, especially if they are playing decks that, like, for example, like play off of like specific locations. You just drop this and you just totally ruin the rest of their board. That's pretty cool. I wish he had a little bit more power. He's supposed to be like he eats planets, but still pretty powerful. Pretty powerful on reveal ability. There's Valkyrie, 5 cost 3 power. On reveal, set all cards to this location to 3 power. So this could potentially be really good with like some of those like weaker cards, such as like your 1-drops and 2-drops. This could definitely help out with that. And kind of increasing their power if they don't have that 3 power. Let's see here. Super Scroll, 4 cost 2 power. Ongoing, has the ongoing effect of all enemy cards. Wow. Okay, so it's specific to ongoing, but that's still really powerful, especially if you're playing against an opponent that relies on those ongoing effects. That's pretty strong. That he's able to have all of those different effects. Shuri, for another Black Panther representative, 4 cost 2 power. On reveal, double the power of the next card you play. So you play Shuri, then the next turn, play Black Panther. Well, Black Panther gets his on reveal trigger, and then Shuri, triggers her on reveal for Black Panther. So there you go. Pretty self-explanatory. We got Bast, 1 energy, 1 cost, 1 power on reveal. Set the power of all of your cards in your hand to 3. Could potentially be useful, especially if you are running a lot of cards with power weaker than 3. If you're running like a lot of like those 1 cost, 2 cost cards, could potentially be useful. THANOS, 6 cost, 8 power. At the start of the game, shuffle the 6 Infinity Stones into your deck. We don't have a visual, I don't think, of these, so we're just gonna have to see how powerful the Infinity Stones would be. I imagine they would be pretty powerful. I mean, they're the Infinity Stones, so looks promising. I mean, the Infinity Stones have to be pretty powerful. And then we got my favorite reveal here, which is Silver Surfer. On reveal, give your other 3 cost cards plus 3 power. This would be he can actually. I feel like this card could be pretty explosive, especially if you run a lot of 3 costs, and then you run like cards that can replicate your on-reveal effects. I feel like this card could really provide like an explosive play, especially if you're running a lot of 3 costs. So I'm super excited to have this card finally coming out, because he's one of my favorite Marvel characters of all time. And there we go. So that is going to be the news that we're going to be covering for the upcoming update. Very exciting. I love the idea of the token shop. I love the idea that now we can actually pick which cards that we want to unlock with our collector's tokens. So that is going to be absolutely amazing for the upcoming update for Marvel Snap. Again, if you want to check out the actual official video that covers some of this stuff, be sure to check it out in the video description as well as the pinned comments. It's going to be linked down below. Thank you guys again for watching. Stay tuned for the next video and stay blessed.